New doubts have come up in the ongoing court case between Ripple Labs and the US Securities and Exchange Commission because talks that were supposed to happen have been canceled. As of now, this is the sixth delay since April 2022. This has made people in the cryptocurrency business angry and brought attention to the long regulatory process in this high-profile case. After so many cancellations, there has been a lot of talk in the business about what might have happened. A lot of people were upset that the meeting between Ripple and the SEC had to be canceled, but the meeting was supposed to be very important. Chief Executive Officer of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, has spoken out against these delays and the way the SEC regulates this. XRP, the cryptocurrency that Ripple has built, has been very stable despite the legal confusion that still exists. In July, the price of XRP went up by 31%. The price of XRP could soon be anywhere from 66 cents to 74 cents, according to analysts. It might even get close to $1. Uncertainties about the future of the market are very strong. The fact that the Securities and Exchange Commission often cancels meetings shows that there are a lot of regulatory issues in the Bitcoin business. The fact that XRP has been successful shows that the market is generally sound, but prices could still drop a lot, especially if government restrictions get stricter. That there is still some confusion about Ripple's legal standing is because the SEC doesn't always participate, even though it's best to be cautiously optimistic because the regulatory situation is hard to predict. The fact that XRP has been able to keep going even with these problems shows how strong the cryptocurrency market is. Given this, buyers can conclude that the SEC's continued delays could cause the market to stay unstable. The fact that XRP has stayed strong may mean that the market has good fundamentals. Traders and investors, get ready for the chance of big price changes. Before you decide to spend, you should carefully keep an eye on any new rules and regulations. This long time of uncertainty, which has been going on for 4 years now, has done a lot of damage to investors. People involved in the market all agree that this court case needs to be settled quickly to keep the market stable. A press statement that Ripple just put out talks about the most recent achievement. This shows how the tokenization of real-world assets is making it easier for defense institutions to use autonomous finance. Reverse buyback agreements and short-dated US Treasury bills can both be used as collateral for Openden's bill tokens, which are backed by USC. This can be seen in the tokenization of Treasury notes on XRPL. Treasury bonds and an extra $10 million will be put in by Ripple and Openden's T-bill tokens. Because Ripple is part of a bigger fund, it will tokenize Treasury bills from Openden and other producers. This part is a part of the bigger fund. A very important message has been sent out. The XRP community has been sent a warning in response to this big new change that is coming to the XRP ledger. And this is because contartists might want to use the chance to scam people who don't know what's going on. When it comes to this topic, XRPN, a leading researcher of the XRP ledger, gives important details that will protect the assets kept on the XRP ledger. The value of XRP has dropped by 6L since yesterday, and it is now worth 60 cents. During the same time period, the number of trades dropped by 27, which is $27 million. The goal of the most recent meeting, which took place on July 25th, was to set up and discuss preventative steps. This meeting comes right after that one, because the details of that meeting have not been made public yet. There has been more spermation. Based on what Ryan Lee, the chief researcher of BitChat Research, said possible settlement options for the Ripple lawsuit would be on the table. A spokesperson for the founder of Ripple Labs said that an official settlement might be revealed soon. This could have a positive effect on the price of XRP while the market waits for the outcome of the conference. A recent look at the XRP price on a 4-hour chart shows that a downward trend is starting to form. If the MACD line is crossed below the signal line, which shows that there is a downward trend, this is shown by the MACD indicator. Also, the relative strength index for our XRP is at 46.8 right now, which is another sign of a bearish mood. The RSI is below the middle line of 50, which means that people are feeling worse. Based on current trade, here are some important things to keep in mind. The number of XRP futures trades has dropped by 18 in the last 24 hours. The number of open jobs dropped by 10, which means that not enough new positions are being created. The MACD indicator and the relative strength index RAU both show a negative trend, which means that selling activity is higher than buying activity. Least estimates say that the result of the SEC meeting will have a big effect on the price of XRP. A positive outcome could make the price go up to $0.75 in August, while a bad outcome could make it go down to about $0.50. Investors need to keep a close eye on these signs to see when trading chances might come up and to see how the market is feeling in general. It will be very important over the next few days to see where the price of XRP is going in the short run. The XRPL checker also warned the XRP community to be careful and keep their guard up because scammers are out there waiting to take advantage of people who don't know they could be scammed. Because of this, people who use XRP are highly told to only get their information from official sources like Ripple and OpenEden. This is good for the blockchain company. After the final remedies decision in the XRP lawsuit, there were legal appeals. At the same time that the unlock happened, there was a lot of excitement about the decision in the XRP litigation remedies phase. At one point, it was thought that the choice might be made on July 31st. On the other hand, lawyers now think it might be given in August, maybe in the first half of the month. Some people, like wealth advisor Mikkel, think that the CC's case against Ripple is not strong, pointing out the company's recent wins in court. Even though this is the case, both sides could still argue earlier decisions, which would make it harder to come to a decision. Another thing Mikkel said was that the political climate, which includes Democrats' moves toward crypto-friendly laws, might possibly change the chances of an appeal being made. He said that it is very unlikely that the blockchain payments company will file an appeal after the decision on the remedies phase. At the same time that this news comes out, Kamala Harris's team is trying to rebuild the coin. Morgan, on the other hand, said that appeals from both sides are still likely to happen even if the ruling is pure legal. As Morgan explained it even more, my point is simply that if legal considerations are the only reason for a decision to appeal, then there is a good chance that the decision will be made to appeal. It means the SEC thinks the judge might have been wrong, and there are good reasons to appeal. For example, the fact that it asked for permission for an interlocutory appeal shows this. Some people seem to have forgotten about this. The information given is not meant to be taken as trade advice. Before you decide to spend, read this page carefully and understand that it does not cover any losses that may happen because of your choices. I strongly suggest that you do your own study and talk to a professional who knows what they're talking about.